Hi, my name is Chris Ericson, Deputy Commissioner for the Orange County Department of Health, and we're going to talk today about ticks, summer, and things you need to do to keep yourself safe out there. So summer is the time of year where we really want to spend more time outside, and we know that there's many things like mosquitoes and ticks out there, but we still want to go out there and have fun. So we think that the ticks are something that you guys can go out there and you can make sure that you know which ticks are on you, which ones aren't on you, and if you have an idea of how to identify them and what precautions to take, we can make your summer a happier, safer place out there. So you've spent the day outside and you found a tick on yourself. You can easily just take that off, it's crawling on you. But what if you get home later at night and you find that tick is attached to you? Or even a couple days later you find that tick and it's attached to you, you're trying to get it off. How can you do it? So there's a couple different methods, but we're going to show you the best way to do it. Tweezers. Simple tweezers right here. Helps if they have a nice fine point on them. You take these tweezers, you get as close as you can to the tick and its mouth parts, you grab it and you pull straight out. That's how you want to do it. You don't want to heat it up, you don't want to put any Vaseline on it, you just want to use tweezers and pull straight out. Once you have it out, one of the things you can do is take that tick, put it on a piece of paper like this, tape it to the card, and that way we can preserve it. We can actually look at that tick back to the Department of Health and tell you what kind of tick it is and what the chances of that tick are and what of it carrying a disease or what potential disease it could carry. Another thing you can do is take that tick and put it in a little vial like this with some alcohol, and that also will kill the tick, but it will preserve it so it can be brought in for us to look at and to identify. Another type of tick removal system is something you see like this, which has a little scoop on it and a V-notch. This is typically really good to use for pets because they have fur and it's easy to kind of get through there and scoop it out. Again, you could also use tweezers with a pet, but this also will work very well. So here we are at the Orange County Department of Health, 124 Main Street in Goshen. Okay, so we're here at the Orange County Department of Health. We're on the 3rd floor in the Environmental Health Division. I'm here with Tim Gaeta, who's the Principal Public Health Sanitarian, and we brought this tick with us that we found out in the field. And you can see it's alive and well and it's crawling around. And typically, like someone else would do coming from the outside, we're going to bring it up here and have Tim walk us through how he's going to do an identification on this and tell us some of the risks that may be associated with this tick. So Tim, if you could just tell us a little bit about this tick that I brought in.
Sure. Well, first thing we'd like to have you do is to sign into our logbook here with the name and address and name of the person who the tick was found on. And while we're doing that, I'll go ahead and identify the tick for you. So we'll use this pocket microscope. Get the tick on its belly. And we'll take a peek through. Looks like what you brought us today is a adult female dog tick. Not known to transmit Lyme disease, but potentially can transmit other diseases such as Rocky Mountain spotted fever. And at this point, we'd advise you contacting your primary care provider to discuss potential treatment for any diseases that this tick might carry.
So some people talk about a tick being engorged or not engorged. What does that mean?
Well, level of engorgement is referring to the amount of blood in the tick. This tick is not engorged, so it has not had a blood meal as of yet. As the ticks feed on blood meal, they swell up and become almost grape-like, and this tick is not at that stage at this point in time.
Great. So if this is a dog tick, do you have some examples of what a deer tick looks like here?
Certainly. This is a classic example of an adult female deer tick. Deer ticks are identified by the large black shield on the back and the orange colored body. Now as the tick starts to feed and becomes engorged, this orangish type body here will turn into a gray or a dark gray color.
And I know we have lots of brochures and things on our website showing people exactly what these look like if they have any questions on that.
Absolutely. We're open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday and are available to identify ticks during those hours.
Great. Thanks, Tim. You got it. So we're here at the Department of Health, and I have with me Jackie Lawler, our epidemiologist, and Daniel Mosier, who's our senior public health educator. And they're going to give us a few more details on some of the things we need to know about ticks and Lyme disease here in Orange County.
Thanks, Chris. We see about 750 cases of Lyme disease each year in Orange County, which is comparable to the rest of the Hudson Valley region. The Hudson Valley region does see the most cases of Lyme in all of New York State.
Some of the symptoms of Lyme disease, if you're bit by an infected deer tick, usually show up within about 3 to 30 days. They're similar to flu-like symptoms, so you may get a low-grade fever, a headache, dizziness, achiness, general achiness in your body, and possibly some swelling of your joints, and that's pretty much
Yeah,
the
so you
symptoms,
covered
right?
it. Flu-like symptoms.
In the county, we do a lot of prevention education, and some of the tips that we suggest for you to prevent ticks is prevent them from making contact with your skin. If you could wear long pants and long sleeves if you're going to be out hiking, closed-toed shoes and socks, possibly a hat. If the weather is very hot and you can't dress in that fashion, you could wear light-colored clothing so you can see ticks crawling on you. And it's probably a good idea to use an insect repellent that has DEET in it. It's not 100% effective for ticks, but it is definitely better than not putting anything on. And then as soon as you get back from being outdoors, you're going to want to do a quick tick check of your entire body. Brush off any clothes before coming inside, and make sure that every time you come back in from any activity outdoors, you're doing a tick check at least once a day. Best way to prevent Lyme disease.
Thank you.
Okay, so hopefully today you've gotten some ideas and some tips about how to stay safe out there in the summer and how to keep aware of the different types of ticks that are out there and some of the potential things that can happen if you do get bit by a tick, where you can bring that tick to be identified, and some of the symptoms you can look out for that could be hazardous to your health. We thank you for watching this, and we hope to see you again.